Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, April 4th. Uh, we got a whale of rain last night. Water standing everywhere. Had a little bit of rain the night before, but more than anything, we had more wind. But last night, we finally got a little something that might help this week last just a little bit longer. So I'm getting a late start to the morning because when we have those rain days, it sure does make it nice to kind of relax. Not jump up quite as early, not be having to rush quite as hard because there's just not as much going on when it's too wet. And anyway, I hope it's good in your part of the world. I hope everybody got through the storms fine. Looks like we're going to have more weather through the day. Hope y'all have a wonderful weekend and get to do what you love with the people you love. And without further ado, let's get into it. Jesus calling for Friday, April 4th. I meet you in the stillness of your soul. It is there that I seek to commune with you. A person who is open to my presence is exceedingly precious to me. My eyes search to and fro throughout the earth, looking for one whose heart is seeking me. I see you're trying to find me. Our mutual search results in joyful fulfillment. You ever noticed or ever known anybody that just doesn't seem like they can be still or be quiet? I've noticed in my life, especially the older that I get, because I was one of those people that I never would be quiet. I wanted to be the loudest and wanted to be the wildest and, wanted to do the wild cowboy stuff. But the people that are the quietest and the most receptive, they're the ones that hear what's going on. They're the ones that are receptive to Jesus. They're the ones that they're quiet and they're settled and they see God when he shows up more often. You understand what I'm saying? It's like if you are still and quiet, diligent in your labor, but if you're still and quiet, you recognize more opportunity in your life. You recognize more blessings. Or at least that's the way it's been as I've aged enough to get enough maturity to be able to try it a little bit. I'm telling you, it's been an uphill climb. Stillness of soul is increasingly rare in this world, addicted to noise and speed. I am pleased with your desire to create a quiet space where you and I can meet. Don't be discouraged by the difficulty of achieving this goal. I monitor all your efforts and am blessed by each of your attempts to seek my face. So he's saying don't be afraid to be still and quiet, receptive. Don't be afraid to be open. Don't be afraid to be a sponge and soak it up a little bit. It's amazing to me, the older I get and the more maturity comes into play. And age and maturity does a lot for us all, but the people who are quiet, receptive, and open and who aren't ever telling anybody their business, they're the ones making the bigger moves. And the ones that are quiet, open, and receptive to the teachings of the good Lord, they're the ones whose life is staying peaceful, quiet, and receptive. And, I never said much about it, but I was always secretly kind of envious of those people. The people that could keep their cool, the people that could keep their peace. And with these tools, just these small tools, it's become a whole lot easier for me, and I hope it will become a lot easier for you too, because if it can work in me, it can work in anybody. If Jesus can come into my life, he can come into any of your lives. And I've had a lot of people lately ask, how, why, how. I'm going to tell you first and foremost, if you called me and asked me, how do I go about learning to rope calves? How do I learn about going to head or heel? How do I learn about tripping steers? The first thing I tell you is get you a mentor that you trust, somebody you respect, somebody you look up to, somebody that's been there, done that, and start learning. And then as you go, learn from everybody around you. Learn from everybody that comes and offers, at least listen to what they have to say, and then decipher whether or not what they're advising you fits your program. No different with your walk. No different at all. I was fortunate for Candace to come into my life, and you know, I really got the push I needed. You know, she has a pretty narrow walk, and she has pretty stringent ways in how she's going to do things and what she's going to be around. And if you want the truth, I admired that. I admired the fact that someone had said, okay, no more living like that. This is how I want to live, and had adhered to it and stuck with it. And so I was hungry for more of that. And if you'll get somebody in your life that watching them and how they live makes you hungry for more of what they're doing and how they're doing it, and they're willing to help you, that's just like learning how to rope. That learning how to walk with the good Lord is the same way. That's for all of you that keep asking my advice. The scripture that goes with this devotional this morning is Zechariah 2:13, Chronicles 16:9, and Psalm 23:2 and 3. Guys, your joy, your love, your peace, your thankfulness, all those things. Throw them over your shoulder. Don't set them down for nobody. Today it might be in the mud if you live in my part of the country anyway. And remember, you may be the only Bible a person ever gets to read, so act accordingly. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you in the morning.